You're watching college softball on the SEC Network. Tonight we're live in Starkville, Mississippi, where the rain has moved out of the area. And we're getting settled in for a top 20 SEC and Magnolia State showdown as Mississippi State takes on Ole Miss. Jaden Pone leads things off. Has had a good season for Ole Miss. Hot shot off the glove at second and reaching first base safely are the Rebels to begin the ball game.
Just the way you want to start if you're Ole Miss. Make contact with the bat. And
LSU found new life in Starkville and so far has made the most of it. High fly ball should be caught in left. Sacco calls forward and makes the catch for out number one. Sends the runner Pawn back to first base. One on. Got folks scattered around the outfield. Big crowd here over this top 20 rivalry showdown to end the regular season. Little nubber off the handle, right out to Edwards, and she'll glove it for out number two, and Aaliyah Benford is retired. Have Edwards at short, Styles at second, over at third base, Barbary. First baseman is Riley Hull. There's a ball lifted out to left, should be caught and will be caught in left field as the Bulldog Barbary Edwards, top three in the state lineup. Swing out to third. Throw to first is off target, but a nice job there at first base to make the catch as that ball took the average and the total production the first two seasons compared with the numbers of this season alone. She has surpassed home run totals and hit totals and RBI totals this season. When compared to the first, has more wins. You know, more overall wins, more conference wins, more ranked wins. Not by much, but it is more as Edwards sends one out to center field. Underneath it and making the catch for out number two is Taylor Malvin. Hitting .314 on the year now. Hits one over to third. Double clutch, but still getting the ball over there in time. For Ole Miss to end the inning is Ashton Lansdale. For Ole Miss in the top of the second. 5 through 7 hitters in the lineup to face Raylan Chafin up the middle for a base hit. Solid single right there. Good at bat. And Brady gives Ole Miss, that's good, for 5th most hits on the team. Lining one to Sacco is Pickens. Hit it right on the barrel, but also hit it right to the All-American outfielder for out number one. Was also given a golden ticket, signifying that she will be drafted when the season is over. Can they turn two? Not quite. Boy, nifty play to get the force at second. Relay throw to first was not quite.
at first before it hit Hull's glove, but it was quick. They got the ball out of their glove and threw it as quickly as possible.
Runner takes off, throw down, not quite in time. Nice slide and good speed by Lansdale. Her 6th stolen base. Crowd getting into it. Strike 3. Inning is over. Chafin gets the K, and Ole Miss strands a run.
Many pitches to hit, and I know we like some offense, but pitching matchup is nice too.
Slow roller back to the circle. Lopez spins and fires and gets knows everything south of Chicago. Swing and a miss. Big, beautiful breaking ball from Lopez. And down swinging goes Bernardini as the everyday catcher. Lifts one. Shallow in center. Coming in and making the grab for out number 3 to end the inning is Malvin. 1, 2, 3. Lopez retired. And we thought for a second there that Malvin may have been walked, but she's been called back to home plate and then bounces one straight to the circle. And Chafin throws over in time. I couldn't quite
look effortless. That is a spectacular play.
Hot shot to first. Whole gloves. Touches the bag at first. And that's out number 2. Quickly, 2 gone. No one on, 2 gone. No score ball game. Top of the 3rd. Right back to Chafin. She does it again. Lined one back to the pitcher. Chafin shows that pitchers can to the top of the order. Sierra Sacco step back up as Lopez continues to deal from the circle for Ole Miss. Big time breaking ball there, swing and a miss. And Lopez has the off-speed stuff working well tonight.
Runs in, and we're 1 out in the 3rd inning. Not going their way.
Sells hits one, backhand at third, throw to first, not in time. Sells comes up, the 9-hole hitter, the junior, and pulls one. She grounded out to the third baseman, Lansdale, her first time up, 0 for 1 tonight. Swing and a miss, nice job there by Lopez. Sacco goes down swinging. Crowd getting into it here at News Park. Runner takes off. Throw down is not, well, it was ball 4 anyway. Yeah. A 3-1 count. It was such a delayed call by Ronald White behind the plate. Wasn't quite sure.
These moments, and we've seen what Kylie Edwards can do. Slow start to the season has really come into form.
Hit right to the shortstop. Nicely done. They get the force out at third, and that was probably the only out that could have been safely recorded by De Leon. Just me.
Souvenir is a souvenir.
The 0-2 to Binford. Hard hit ball, deep to right, and gone! And Ole Miss cracks this one open. Our first runs of the night. Aaliyah Binford pulls one over the fence in right field. 1-0 Ole Miss on top.
Ole Miss early on feels like they have had more success with making contact, and finally gets all of this one. Binford crushes this one. The second it hit that bat, just flying to right field. Sells ranging back, but not really having an opportunity with it. And that's a big lead for Ole Miss with a game where, yes, they're hitting, but they're not coming often.
With no one out, 1-0. There's a line drive, back-to-back base hits. This time the lefty pulls one through. Right field's been friendly for Ole Miss hitters here in the 4th inning. First and still no one out. Ole Miss on top by 1. Pop up, shallow in right. No one's going to get there. The outfield was playing deep, and Brady hit it into.
I mean, she is off the bag, and the ball is just released out of Chafin's hand.
That's
I mean,
a really good call.
Right there. Ball in hand, off base. Yeah, that's a good call, and that's the break Mississippi State needs in an inning like this. Had an unlucky, like you said, that hit.
Check. After further review, the ruling at first base is upheld. The runner did leave early. The runner is out. There's Ole Miss's first challenge of the game. There was no count on the batter at the plate.
Up the middle. Styles diving, makes the grab in the air. And that'll be out number 2. Styles.
Ball just floats, and it's so hard to read, and done a really good job with that all season long, and good to see that it's still this deep in the season.
Swing and a miss on a rise ball. Strikeout to end the inning. Ole Miss, though, does get on. That's going to be to the shortstop. Deep throw in the 6th hole. Nice play to get it across in time by De Leon for out number 1.
Yeah, shortstop and third base. De Leon and Lansdale for Ole Miss tonight.
A full count on Jesse Blaine. Off speed, stays high. The count full. I mean, she's up there trying to swing at strikes early and often. Hits one high into the air, shallow in left center. Coming in and making the grab for Ole Miss for out number 2 is Pone, her first time up. Hits one high into the air, deep to right, and it will be off the glove and off the wall in right field. Rounding third is Sells. She will score. That'll be a stand-up double and a 2-out RBI for the catcher, Wesolowski, and the Dogs have tied the game.
I mean, we talk about Wesolowski kind of making that return, getting back as the starting catcher, and with that, more at-bats, and has done a really good job with it. Almost sends it out of here and Sells able to score, and it felt like a couple of minutes.
Off speed, ball 4. Lopez walks a 236 hitter, and now we'll have to face Sells. And if Sells reaches,
Can reach base, and maybe it's a home run, maybe it's a walk. I'm not sure, but 3-1 count is pretty favorable for Sells.
Sells hits one to the third. Right-handed hitting senior, only batting 231, but my goodness, her defense is so impressive. Swing and a miss right there, and Chafin gets the strikeout to lead off the top of the 5th. Pop up on the infield. Styles calls for it and makes the catch for out number 2.
And it almost feels like Raylan Chafin, when she allows a run, comes out.
The State brings the infield in, right back to the circle. Chafin throws the first in time. Easy 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 5th inning stretch, tied at 1 in Starkville.
Slap hitting that she is better than a great player, and there's a reason she is a finalist for Player of the Year and all those other accolades.
3-1 count to Barbary. No one on, 1 out, tie ball game. Barbary on for the 3rd time tonight, all of them via a base on balls.
Yeah, and I think right now you're telling Kylie
In the game, not in this at bat. That'd be your record.
that would be something to watch.
Payoff pitch is in the dirt. Ball gets away. Thinking about going to 3rd for a second there was Barbary.
A really good job limiting. It just, when that contact comes, it becomes dangerous.
Speaking of contact, Lopez lost the handle of that one. Get a little late here in Starkville in a 1-1 ball game. Swing and a miss, huge strikeout. Technically a foul tip, and 4-hitter on the year in 34 at-bats. Has 11 hits off the glove of the third baseman. She dives to 3rd, though, and gets the out. Lansdell, with her defense, gets Ole Miss out of the inning again. 6th inning of work. Ground ball, backhanded by Hull nicely for the easy out at first base, and 1's gone.
And we've seen Raylan Chafin really rely.
Enough defensively. That ball's up the middle, though. Nice job by Boutte. She's on base with a base hit, her first of the ball game. And Ole Miss now for the 5th inning. In the circle at times here in the middle and late innings. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That was a big sweeping changeup.
And scored 1, but they only have 2 left on base. The Bulldogs have left 8 runners on.
Swing and a miss. Chafin comes back after the 1-out single. 3.3, 3.4 ERA. Wasilowski hits one off the glove of the first baseman. Yamas, though, recovers in time to get the out at first base unassisted, and there's 1 gone here in the home half of the 6th. Walk her last time up. State looking for the bottom of the order to produce something. Good bunt laid down, only plays at first, and Brady does a good job to get the throw there just in time, and a nice job with that single. Hits one into the gap for a base hit. This could be 2. Sells rounds first. Double standing up, and the Bulldogs have the potential winning run in scoring position with the team's best hitter, Sacco, at the plate. Potential game-winning run in scoring position. Sacco hits one to second. Throw to first is there in time. Sacco, not enough speed right there, and Benford gets out of the jam. The Bulldog strand comes in with 15 homers this year. High fly ball, not very deep. Calling forward is Edwards, the Bulldogs shortstop. On the edge of the grass, makes the catch for out number 1. Big. That ball lifted into left, deep, and over the head of Bernardini. This could be a double, and it will be a double. The throw in off target And that's a rare extra base hit tonight. And Pickens is on for the first time in the ball game in the 7th inning. Ball lifted into right field, right at Sells, who grabs it, throws to third. She's out. Double play. What a great job by Kiara Sells in right field. A rocket of a throw to get Pickens out at third.
A free base is a free base, but you want to have a little fun with it.
Ground ball deep to second. Pickens, we just said, hadn't called her name much tonight. She picks it up and makes the throw to first in time. Barbary retired. Chafin for the Bulldogs. They have pitched a great one tonight. Right back to the circle. Backhanded by Binford. Thrown to first in time. 2 gone.
Yeah, you talk about not great offensive play.
State's hopes of ending it in regulation alive with Blaine in the on-deck circle. That's downstairs, ball 4, quality at bat. Winning run on at first for the Dogs. Again, count remains full. Styles on at first base. That's ball game!
You nailed it. Ball game. Jesse Blaine gets all of this one, falls behind in the count, and smacks it to center field to give Mississippi State a Game 1 victory. And you can see the way the team's celebrating and the fans and everything. This is a big Game 1 win for the Bulldogs. Take a look at this after getting herself back in it. Powerful swing.
Wow.
And it was a no-doubter.
To the deepest part of the yard. The biggest hit of the night for sure, and potentially one of the biggest hits of the season. Soak it in on senior weekend for the senior Jesse Blaine. Not the most likely of heroes, but when you think about it, not totally surprising that a senior and a veteran has a big at-bat for State. The first lead of the ball game comes at the end of the ball game, and State walks it off in dramatic fashion. 3-1, your final score.
Yeah, just a really impressive way to win for Mississippi State. You mentioned it. A veteran in Jesse Blaine falling behind in the count. If she can work herself back into it, it takes one pitch. Who knows? That's what happened, and that's the way they end the game. We talked about it at the beginning, though. These teams are similar. They're even. We saw it tonight through 7 innings. It's a one-swing difference between these two teams.
Samantha Ricketts now tied for the program record for ranked wins by a coach in her career. Tonight gives her